What's a moment that could make a grown man cry? I worked at Disneyland, and one day, two women came in with two little girls. One of the girls was in a wheelchair, and the other looked completely withdrawn. The women were nurses, and they were asking for a refund on the girls' tickets. I asked why, and they told me a story I'll never forget. A few hours ago, the girls had been driving to their hotel with their parents when they got into a horrible car accident. Their mother had been decapitated right in front of them, and their father's head had slammed into the steering wheel so hard it practically exploded. They were here trying to refund the tickets so the girls could get home. My heart sank, not only because of the story, but because of the look on the girls' faces of pure pain and numbness. I refunded their tickets immediately and told them I'd be their private tour guide for the day. They weren't expecting that. I walked them to the VIP viewing area for the parade. On the way, I tried every kid joke I could think of. I had been a tour guide for over a decade and knew how to make kids smile, but nothing worked. They just stared blankly the whole time. I stepped backstage for a moment to cry. When I came back, I took them for ice cream and on every ride I could, but still, no smiles, no laughter, no words, and not even tears. The nurses tried to encourage them, but it just wasn't working. Finally, we reached the parade viewing area, and that's where the magic happened. I had called the parade department earlier, explained the situation, and arranged a private meet and greet with Mickey after the parade. As the parade passed, I whispered to the girls, "Mickey asked me to tell you to watch for him and follow the float back to City Hall." The little girl in the wheelchair smiled, really smiled. "Yes? Really?" she asked, and my heart skipped a beat. The other girl smiled too. "You mean right now?" she asked. It had worked. They were talking, not laughing yet, but talking. It was the first time I'd heard them speak that day. Every performer in the parade came up to them, telling them to look out for Mickey. When his float appeared, Mickey pointed toward Main Street, and that was all it took. The girls were suddenly lost in a magical world, forgetting the pain that had shadowed them all day. We followed the float all the way back to City Hall, singing Mickey Mania the whole way. Once there, I took the girls into the VIP lounge and showed them the autograph book. Their eyes sparkled. Then the woman who played Mickey that day got off her float and without removing her head, walked me backstage. "Let's go," she said. I followed, and soon the girls met the real Mickey Mouse. They were shy at first, but Mickey was in control. He made them laugh, smile, and took dozens of photos. After over 2 hours of silliness and fun, Mickey hugged them goodbye, and for the first time that day, the girls were genuinely happy. On our way back, we passed the rose garden. The older girl paused and said softly, "Mommy loves roses." I held out my hand, guided her to the gate, and helped her pick one. She didn't say anything more, but she didn't need to. That moment said it all. I said goodbye to the nurses and the girls, then walked backstage behind the train station, carrying a heart full of gratitude and awe at a day that had transformed pure pain into fleeting, magical joy.